Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and this is Beth's Bookish Reviews, and I'm filming a video today about the 50 books I want to read before I turn 50. So I have my prompts here and I am going to endeavor to get books that are on my shelf to fit these prompts, because that is my goal, is to read books from my own bookshelf. And so yes, that is the goal. And so I've seen this going around. I'm 47 now. I'll turn 48 in June, so I don't have long, but I think it might work out. So I need a pen that I can write with, one that I like, because it's going to be a lot of writing. So I'm looking. There's not any over there that I like very well. So I've seen this and I don't know who came up with this. That's my diamond painting pen that I misplaced. It was in my drawer. I've seen this going around quite a bit, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. That's just putting more pressure on me to read more books, read more books, and read more books. Well, isn't that the whole idea? Is to read books. Okay, so I found a pen, very top of it. As you know, I'm moving with my mom, and so we don't even have my old office cleaned out. And I have stuff. These are my diamond paintings back here, some air filters, and then this is books from my granny, and then diamond painting drills, and then diamond paintings. And this is my next diamond painting that I'm going to do. This is we call it Dancing Girl. I don't know if that's the real name of it or not. So it's from Sunnature. There's there's something in there that's not a prompt. Okay, now here's the deal. If I can't find a book that is on my shelf that fits the prompt, I reserve the right to redraw. Okay, so we're going in, and I'm not looking. I'm trying to look at the camera. Okay, it says a fantasy novel. Okay, so I know which one I want to read, and it doesn't say that it has to be a series or standalone. So I'm going to put Mortal Queens on here, because I'm not slated to read that right away, but I do want to read that. All right, well, that was quick, and I don't have it with me. We'll go back through them and I'll tell you what they are about. Okay, this one will take me a minute. Historical fiction about World War I. All right, I'm going to draw a few before I... All right. Next, I get this one just about every time I pull prompts. A Cabin in the Woods. I promise you, I feel like I draw that every time I put it back in here. I know. Don't put it back in there. Southern Noir. Pull 5 more. So I have 1 more. And a book about search and rescue. Okay, so for fantasy novel, we have Mortal Queens, and this is a duology They vanish without a trace, disappear into the night. I think I told you about this when I hauled it the other day. So it's my first one. All right, and then we said historical fiction. Oh, about World War One. Okay, so I chose Stephanie Drey's The Women of Chateau Lafayette and The Women of Chateau Lafayette. And it says it's an epic saga from New York Times bestselling author based on the true story of an extraordinary castle in the heart of France and the remarkable women bound by its legacy. Most castles are protected by men, this one by women. So it said in 1774 by a founding mother, 1914 a daring visionary, and then a reluctant resistor in 1940. I don't really want to know that a lot about it, so is that. And if I sit here and tell you the synopsis of all of them, we'd be here forever. A cabin in the woods, or a book set in the middle of nowhere. Local woman missing. I know this one is also one of my other books. A book set in winter. Well, it's doubling up. So there's that. Southern Noir. I chose All the Colors of the Dark. I have started reading this one. It's not one I'm currently reading right now, but it is one I want to get to. I really want to get to this one. So, and then One Last Shot, a book about search and rescue. Hello everybody, it's Beth again. I'm here to update on one of the books I originally had in. If you'll notice, I broke in with a different shirt on. It's the next day. I'm going to try to splice this in where this book was at, but for the, I have to find this, for the book that was a search and a rescue book, a book about search and rescue. No, I can't find it in the book. I'm going to choose One Last Shot by Susan May Warren, and this is on KU. So even though I don't have it, it's easily accessible, and that will be my search and rescue book. So just wanted to cut in here and let you know. So it took me a minute to find all those. Okay, a book set in the American West. A wilderness mystery or suspense book. I know this light is not the best, but best I can do right now. Oh no. The title begins with a V. Let's see if I can get that to clear up. There you go. A book about a lost city or civilization. A foodie cozy mystery. And that's my 5, and I'll be right back. Okay, that took even longer. All right, so our first pull was a book set in the American West. I first chose East of Eden, and I can't promise that I won't switch it if I find that book, but I can't find it at this moment. So I went with Grapes of Wrath because that one came up first, and that's the one I found. All right, the next pull was a wilderness mystery or suspense book. And I'm gonna have to put it up here because I have it on Audible. Wilderness by Dean Kuntz. No, I have it on Kindle. Sorry about that. Title begins with a V. Guess I could show it to you. I went with, it's probably the only one I have, Viral by Robin Cook. My sister really likes Robin Cook, and this is about COVID-19. I have a fly in here. Alright, so. Alright, now. Book about a lost city or civilization. I chose Cahokia. I guess I'm saying that right. It's an ancient American great city on the Mississippi. I was born in Mississippi, so I know it may not be anywhere near Mississippi, but that's why I chose it. And so I'm gonna see if I can check it out of the library or something and get it, you know, maybe read it on my Kindle or something like that. I just don't have, I have a book on the Maya civilization. I might read that, so I might change that one, but I really want to read the Cahokia. And a foodie cozy mystery, I chose Secrets of Wayfarer's Inn book from my granny, The Secret Ingredient. So now we are only on number 10. We have 40 books to go because I'm an old woman. I know my hair's messing up because I've been rummaging around. Middle grade nonfiction book. I better put them in order. Oh, I'm not doing that one. That's 2 books in one. No, we won't do that one. I might not be able to do this one. A Hugo Award winner or nominee. A romance featuring books or a bookstore. Leave down in the bottom. A book about starting over. I'm gonna pull a few more than 5. We just pulled one similar to that. A Jane Austen retelling. A book set in Hawaii. A book with a protagonist with a disability. May not be able to do this one either. I don't know if I have any of these. A multi-generational family saga. Can't do those. Can't do those. I don't buy those. Not sure I can do this one either, but a book published in the 1970s. Be back. Let's just pull one more. I have 9 pulled. Might as well pull to make it even 10. A young adult book. Hello. I'm back again. There were a couple I couldn't do. I couldn't do a book set in Hawaii. I might could have if I had some books from the school that are on my bookshelf there. Or I couldn't do middle grade nonfiction because I don't know what I have there. So we're gonna go with, these are a little out of order. Okay, let's go with, this one was first after middle grade nonfiction. A Hugo Award winner or nominee. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I did start it, but I only got to page 20. So let's let's say it's safe to say I don't remember what happened, and not very much did. So I put the wrong one in there. All right, and this is by Susanna Clark. Some people say Mr. Norrell. I say Mr. Norrell. I don't know. That's probably not the right way to say it. All right, this one I have on, I think, Kindle. Romance Featuring Books or a Bookstore. The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, I believe. I've heard good things about this. The next one was a book about starting over. I've started this one too, and it's all tabbed out. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Again, not very far into it because this is a chunker. All right, turn the page. A Jane Austen retelling. I kind of cheated. I didn't choose to do one of the book ones, like a retelling from one of her books. I was going to do Godmersham Park, but I just got this one in, and I'm going to do this one. It's the Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen by Siri James. So, and it's large print. I didn't realize I'd ordered large print, but hey, you know, it helps. All right, next, a book with a protagonist with a disability. I don't have this one in. It's on order, so I'm put here, Onyx Storm. This is the third installment in the Empyrean series. It was Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and now it's Onyx Storm. I'll get it in January. Very much looking forward to this. Violet has a disability. So the next one is a multi-generational family saga. The Inheritance of Orcadia Divinia by Zoraida Cordova. I know I'm probably not saying that name right, but she's also, this one is also on my historical fiction about South America, which is my, I think, 25 and 25. Next is a book published in the 70s. That's my generation. I didn't think I was going to have one, but one that my friend and I are going to read starting in January, The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. We want to read The Hobbit this year. And she says this one first. My stack is getting a little precarious there. And then the last one, because I have to redraw 11 and 16, is a YA book. And I chose Everything by Nicola Yoon. I was going to use that one for the protagonist with a disability, but then I saw Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I thought, So, we're not even halfway done. So, let's get back to pulling, people. A book about or set in a library. That will be number 11. A holiday novel, number 16. A book about ancient Greece. That will be number 21. A book set in Mexico. I set that one down and it spun. A debut novel by a popular author. That's going to be kind of hard to do. Excuse me. A middle grade book about friendship. I don't have any of those. I don't have nonfiction books about writing. I can do this one. A celebrity memoir. I'm trying to get in there where I'm not getting anything. Okay, a book set in Scandinavia. That ought to be interesting. A Regency romance. Let's go with these right now. And I will be back. Okay, so some of these I don't have. I'm going to have to either check them out of the library or get them on Audible or something. Or Everend. So, we're going to start with number 11 that I had to redraw. A book about or set in the library. And I'm going with The 13th Tale. I gotta start me another stack down here. Oh, Cooper. Cooper, that was me. 16 was a holiday novel. I just got this book in last month for Book of the Month. I'm going with The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. The 13th Tale was by Diane Setterfield. Alright, now we're going to go with some pictures on the screen. 21. A book about ancient Greece. And this is A Guide to Greece, Volume 1. And it is about ancient Greece, obviously. A book set in Mexico. I almost forgot I had this book, but I really like this author. And it's The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. So I looked her name up and I was like, what else does she have? Because I'll buy a book. All right, now, a debut novel from a popular author, and I will have to get this one. I chose Rebecca Yarros, Full Measures. Middle grade book about friendship. Okay, this year my great nephew Eli recommended I read The One and Only Ivan, so I'm going to read The One and Only Ruby to follow up with that. All right, a celebrity memoir. I have to read Friends, Lovers, and The Big Terrible Thing. It's Matthew Perry. I am putting this one back and I have to redraw, so I have 26 set to already redraw. And 27 was a Regency romance, Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. All right. Number 28. A book with a character as the main character. A book with a pet as the main character. A house is one of the main characters, setting, or an important part of the book. That was 29. No, the first one was 26 and that one was 28. Book about the Holocaust. I'm not doing the book awards. A domestic thriller. A book set in California. A protagonist is a teacher or a professor. a gritty mystery. I might could do this. A Goodreads Award nominee or winner. A book with a lengthy title. We'll go with these and I'll be back for you in just a second. I'm back. And we are through 35. Okay, so a book with a pet as the main character. As a main character. I've read Aragon, so now we're gonna have Eldest because the dragon is a main character. Not the main character, but I think she's one of them. Okay. A house is one of the main characters' setting or an important part. I don't put my hand behind the Anne of the Island by Ellen Montgomery. Book about the Holocaust. Oh, here is the tag. And I've got Between Shades of Grey. I'm gonna move this one. A domestic thriller. Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. I've heard this one's really good. Set in California. Now I don't have a for sure on this one, but I'm gonna say that just for the summer it's set in California. If I find out that it's not, I'll come back, tell you, find a different one. All right, a protagonist is a teacher or a professor. The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark. A Gritty Mystery. Blood Hollow by William Kent Kruger. And this is Cork O'Connor. It's part of that series. A Goodreads Award nominee or winner. Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. No, I haven't read this. A book with a lengthy title. Oh, On the Cliffs of Foxglove Manor. All right, here we go. A book by a Canadian author. The title begins with an O. I could have used On the Cliffs of Foxglove Manor. A book set in Washington. I can't do the Booker Prize. I can't find any that I have. I've had that one before. A book with non-human characters. Middle grade book featuring BIPOC characters. A book about standing up to a bully. A book set in a tropical climate. I can't do that one. I don't have a book for that. Historical fiction about World War II. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's do 2 more. That'll get us to 45, and then we can do the last two. A Shakespeare retelling. I don't know if I have that one. We'll see. Let me draw an extra one just in case. A book with a number in the title. And then the last one, because I don't know if I have a Shakespeare retelling. The title begins with a D. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And I have all of these except the middle grade BIPOC characters, which I'm gonna try to check out from my library. And so let's go with, I'm going backwards because I think this might have been, yeah, one of the last ones I chose, pulled. Okay, title begins with a D. I got the Dark Queens because I don't count the. This is by Shelley Puhak or Puhak. Okay, well, that's a heavy book. All right, the title begins with an O. I got a small book, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I was supposed to read this book earlier. A book by a Canadian author. I got another Anne book, Anne of Avonlea by Ellen Montgomery. Okay, I put in the Shakespeare retelling, but I decided just to read a plain Shakespeare because I want to read some Shakespeare. I'm not very well read in Shakespeare. I read some in high school, but so I've got Much Ado About Nothing. I know that's cheating a little, but all right, a book set in Washington, D.C. Margaret Truman's Monument to Murder. A book with non-human characters. I chose The Hobbit. Yes, this is also going for something else. A book with a title, with a number in the title. And I've got First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. First is a number. Okay. A book set in a tropical climate. I have Neville Shoots A Town Like Alice. There I go, putting my hand behind the book like it's gonna help any. A historical fiction about World War II, and this one was pulled in a little bit, but part of there are 3 different timelines, and one of them is set during World War II. I've got The Last Garden in England by Julia Kelly, and so one of the timelines is 1944. The Highbury House is turned into a convalescent hospital. Sorry, I was trying to think of what that was, what I was trying to say there. Oh, and then the BIPOC, the middle grade book featuring BIPOC characters. I'll put it here. I want to read The Many Fortunes of Maya by Nicole D. Collier. So, all right, I need to pull 4 more, and then I'm going to decide how many I need to read per month, and then I will draw for January. Well, I will spin. I'm going to do the numbers wheel, and then since I have them numbered, we'll do it that way. Now, some of them are already set, like the Anne series is already set, Anne of Green Gables series. The Hobbit, I can't read that yet. Some of the other ones have already been set, so we'll just have to see. So, all right, last 4. Oh, I got a hair in there. A locked room mystery. Yay. A second chance romance. I like those. A book set in Italy. And the last one, make it good. It can even be a nonfiction. I have a few nonfiction I'd like to read. No, I don't want to do that one. No, I already got that one. No. Okay. No. No. I don't want to do any more memoirs. I got one memoir and that's enough. I don't want any more middle grade. Okay. A thick book with 500 plus pages. Doable. It's not really what I wanted, but okay. I'll be back. Hello. So, I have my last 4 books. Alright, so we drawed a locked room mystery. So I'm going to read Beautiful Ugly. I have to show you this cover. I love this blue and pink that they chose to put on there. I like that too. Alright, so that's my locked room mystery. Alright, the next draw, I had a second chance romance. I'm going to put that one up here because I have it on KU. And it is The Shadow of Your Smile. I'm trying to read clean, Christian romance. This is actually number 5. So I'm going to have to read a couple to get to this one. And this is by Susan May Warren. And then I drew Set in Italy. And this is another one. This is the Venice Sketchbook. It is also on Kindle. So, you know, I have 50 books and let's see how many of them are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 of them. So that wasn't too bad. 38 of them are off my shelf. Alright, and so the last one is a thick book with 500 plus pages. And for that one, I chose Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. So, and it is also my book about siblings. Alright, so I figured it up. I have 2.5 years before I turn 50. And so that gives me, I should average 1.5 to 2 books a month. So I'm going to just say 2 books. That's what I'm going to draw for. So I'm going to stop filming, flip you around, and we're going to spin for 2 books. All right, I flipped the camera so that it's up in the other corner so that maybe I won't get my finger in it. So I will probably have to turn pages. So let's do our spin number 1. Number 25, right in the middle. All right, that's our celebrity memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry. I think that's his name. Okay. Remove this choice and spin again. $44. Okay, can't do this one because that is Anne of Avonlea, and that is not until next month because that is in a read along that I'm doing. Okay, one of the ones at the top, 7. Oh, Wilderness by Dean Koontz. That'll be fun. All right. So, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button and give me a like. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.